Shemai, welcome back to Welsh Wednesday. This one is kind of linked to the last one I did, although I don't know if I'm going to put them up in order. The last one I'm wearing the same thing. That one was phrases that I wanted to tell you about, in commonly used phrases. And when I was thinking of those phrases, some other random words came to mind that I thought I'd like to teach you. The first one is something that I say all the time, and I say it whether I'm speaking Welsh or whether I'm speaking English. I can't not say this. It's as natural to me as breathing. If something is disgusting, what you would say in Welsh, if something is unpleasant or disgusting, the phrase is ach a fi. It's ach a fi. I don't really know if you can literally translate it. I suppose it's like yuck and me or something like that. Vi is me. But that to me is what naturally comes out if something is awful or horrible or unpleasant. And I will say that in English when I'm speaking English. And I forget about it because to me, it's the most natural thing to say, ach a fi. I forget until people look at me and go, what did you just say? Ach a fi, it's horrible. So that is, I would encourage the use of ach a fi all over the world. Isn't it kind of normal to go ugh? Or is that just someone who's Welsh speaking would say ugh? Would you, if you're English speaking first, would you say, I guess you'd say yuck, wouldn't you? Not ugh. To me, ugh is the most natural thing to say. And ach a fi means how horrible. So ach a fi. The other one I still say, even if I'm speaking English as well, is it's a phrase where, like, oh my gosh, or oh my gosh, or it can be, oh, for goodness sake, or it's an expression where you're expressing either shock or disgust, like, oh my goodness, that kind of thing. And it's yafach dan, or afach dan, but yafach or afach dan. It depends. Some people say yafach, some people say afach, and dan is fires. So I don't know if it's actually hellfire, but yafach doesn't mean hell. Ifern is hell. I'm just teaching myself this. It probably does come from, I'm having a moment. It probably does come from hellfire. Ifern dan. I've just realised that. But I don't say, nobody would say ifern dan. They'd say yafach, afach dan, afach dan. Oh wow, that's just blown my mind to realise. You don't think about these things, do you, when it's your own language? But because I still say it, even when I'm speaking to someone in English, it's a natural thing for me to say, yafach dan. Sometimes you'll say it by itself, fach, a fach. Do you see where I'm going with this? And if you kind of naturally don't say the and you just go, fach, sounds like you're saying in Welsh. And I've realised that a few times in polite company. When I've got, fach. Got to be careful. So, fach dan, that's just blown my mind. Okay, next one. Next one is sometimes comes out with me. It's not a saying, it's a word. So what is beth? Beth. And I still find that I can sometimes say that naturally in an English conversation. Beth? I mean, what? So what is beth? A great Welsh word, these are all random, I'm just kind of picking them. A great Welsh word meaning hug. You might have heard of, especially if you're English, probably not if you're outside of the UK, but you might have heard cwtch, which means hug or huggle. It's a really lovely Welsh word. Do you want a cwtch? Do you want a hug? Do you want a huggle? Cwtch, brilliant Welsh word. Even actually non-Welsh speaking Welsh people will say the word cwtch because it's so familiar in Wales, whether you speak Welsh or whether you don't. Cwtch is used a lot. Along the same lines as hug, the word for love is cariad. Cariad is love. And kiss is sus, or kissan. It can be kissan, but a more colloquial way is sus. Yeah, well, there are two more. Shall I quickly do them? 6 minutes. Are you still with me? Welcome is croeso. I have a welcome mat at the front of my front door saying croeso, welcome. And the other one I've written down is heddwch. Heddwch, that means peace. Heddwch is peace. I hope you've enjoyed these random words. Always let me know if there's any phrase or saying or word that you'd like me to say and to teach in Welsh, and I'll happily do it. Okay, happy Welsh Wednesday, and I'll see you again soon.